So at the end of the day, we hope that technology in this day and age is going to be a very important tool in our work, because we cannot be everywhere at every time. But technology has enabled us to get to the level where a lot of these things, you can share the information either via SMS or via telephony or via the internet. So, but of course, you know that the infrastructure for this also has to be in place. So, I mean, as our regional integration process is going forward, some of these things are being thought about. You must have heard about the West Africa Power Pool. I think there is a West Africa Regional ICT project, So all of these are things which we think that can be complementary, which we believe that for businesses, it would help them to be as competitive as possible.
Very well. As the guarantor, I mean, you will not be doing this for free. And, of course, you must charge for, of course, giving the number plates and things like that. This thing becomes effective on the 17th of July, and you have been blowing trumpets to make people aware that this is what is going to happen.
This is so. What the scheme really does is to make it as easy as possible. When you have goods in transit, the only payments that you really do is the processing fee that you need to pay to the GRA, the customs officials. And then if you have the ECOWAS number plate, this is your property. GCCI is going to make it based on the protocol, the design, but it is also going to pay for it. So when you pay for something, anybody who wants it should pay for it. So once you get that number plate, the other paraphernalia is the seals. So whenever you are embarking on a transaction, you have to pay for the seals and for the manifest book or the booklet that is also required by the protocol. All of this, we are saying that the costs we would want to recover from the transaction, but not really to make any profit, because we have been designated by the Ministry of Trade and Regional Integration as the guaranteeing authority. What that means is that if your goods get into the market, it is GCCI who is going to pay the duty on those goods. So at the end of the day, yes, it's not for free, but the effort is to make the transaction as painless as possible and as cost-effective as possible.
It is stated that importers of transit goods and their agents to obtain guarantee bonds from GCCI.
Yes.
What do these guarantee bonds entail?
The guarantee bond, because of the need to pay when GRA has come with evidence that actually the goods that you said was meant for transit has not actually been transited. It was used in the local market. What we are asking for is 0.25 of the value of the goods. That is what is going to go towards the guarantee. I mean, if you look at the consignments that are going through transit, this is a very insignificant amount of money, and even the taxes and duties that GRA used to charge would not be, we would not be paying even, we would not be paid even half of that. But the important thing for us is that the Port of Banjul continues to be competitive, it continues to be attractive, so that when you want to bring something to Casamance or to Guinea-Bissau, you say, well, if I take it through Banjul, it would be cheaper for me. I mean, this is how we become competitive. So every action or every payment that is to be made under the scheme is really at cost. It's not meant to make money for GCCI. And also, whenever you have a guarantee, whether it's a loan guarantee or it's a bank guarantee or any guarantee, there has to be a cost to it. But the important thing for us is to enable businesses to move their goods, within the sub-region as as quickly and as efficiently as possible.
Gambia is geographically disadvantaged because we are bordered on three sides by neighboring Senegal. Might as well say it's a colonial mishap that we find ourselves in this predicament. Consultations are very vital between GCCI and I'm sure the Senegalese Chamber of Commerce. What has been the level of consultations between GCCI and the Senegalese Chamber of Commerce?
The consultations are at three levels. The first level is at the level of ECOWAS, and the second level is between the two states, meaning our Ministry of Trade and Regional Integration and the Senegalese Ministry of Commerce. The third level is between us and the Chambers of Commerce in Senegal, because Senegal, unlike Gambia, has every region particularly has its own Chamber of Commerce. Our neighbors here in Kaolack, they have a Chamber of Commerce. Ziganjor in Casamance has a Chamber of Commerce. Dakar itself has a Chamber of Commerce. All three Chambers of Commerce that are very close to Gambia, we have been in constant contact with them. We have communicated all the informations legally through the Ministry of Trade, who has been very instrumental in operationalizing this. At the level of ECOWAS, we have also notified the Commission that GCCI is the designated authority for the Gambia. And at the level of the Dakar Chamber of Commerce, we have got responses that they have taken note. And we have been informed also about a month ago that Senegal itself was trying to operationalize its own ISRT with Mali, who is also one of the customers of the port of Banjul. And just on Monday, this past Monday, the Senegal-Gambia Permanent Commission met, and the ISRT came up naturally, and we informed them, especially the Ministry of Trade, of our willingness and our readiness to comply with the protocol. Because at the end of the day, it is really a protocol matter, it's a community matter, it's a West African matter. You are right that either colonial mishap or geography means that if we want to take anything by road into West Africa, we have to go through Senegal. In the past, there has been a lot of complaints by our businessmen, even Senegalese businessmen who want to use the port of Banjul complain about that. So for us, going forward, we hope that we can really mean it when we say regional integration. And I think it's about time that ECOWAS consider the establishment of a custom union, because this is what they have in East Africa. Uganda is a landlocked country. Tanzania and Kenya are the other coastal towns where they use as ports. So really, the West Africa population of 300 million, I think it's about time that the most competitive places should benefit from this population.
This is the interview, and the topic is centered on the interstate road transit of goods. We will also look at the rising prices. By the way, it's Ramadan, and let me take the opportunity to wish my guest Ramadan Mubarak al Mamital. But let me come back still on the ISRT. It's good with protocols and treaties, but sometimes implementing those treaties on the ground becomes an acute problem.
This is so.
In the events there is a mishap along the way, even there's an ECOWAS, just to how would I say it, just to make someone feel uncomfortable. Goods in transit sometimes find it very tough on the way out of Senegal.
Malik, this is absolutely right, and Ramadan Kareem to you as well.
Thank you,
and
my
to
friend.
all our viewers.
Yes. Thank you, my friend.
I think it is a very important thing for us in the Gambia to be quiet, clear, and assertive about this, because the reason why we are part of the region integration process and eventually the integration of Africa is to make sure that our peoples everywhere have access to the best goods and services. And in a region like ours, if we take away some of these constraints, some of these challenges, I think businesses will blossom. I think our